Hello, I'm Grace Hutt interviewing Meredith McDonough about the topic of the Meredith. How did the Beatles come into popularity?
Well, the Beatles are from Britain, so first they rose to popularity there. And then there's more fame and prosperity in America because it's much bigger than Britain. So they came to America and then they really hit it big time.
I can see why they became so popular. What other types of media have the Beatles produced?
The Beatles have made several movies, such as Yellow Submarine and Help, that incorporate their music.
They sound really successful. So, what were the most popular Beatles albums?
Well, there are very few Beatles albums that weren't popular, but the most popular ones were probably Abbey Road, Revolver, and Yellow Submarine.
How cool! How did the Beatles change throughout their lifespan as a group?
Well, the Beatles started off with a very pop sound with very bright and light melodies. And then as time progressed, they got more sophisticated, such as in Revolver. And then later, they got more psychedelic, such as with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and Magic Mystery Tour.
Wow, that's really interesting. So, what are your favorite Beatles songs?
My two favorite Beatles songs are Hey Jude and Strawberry Fields Forever.
Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better.
What bands have influenced the Beatles?
The bands that influenced the Beatles were Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly, and the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys are also one of my personal favorites. What bands have the Beatles influenced?
Well, the Beatles have influenced almost every band that's around today, but one of their contemporary bands that was kind of very similar to the Beatles was the Monkees.
That's a really interesting name. Okay, how and why did the Beatles break up?
The Beatles broke up because they had strife among the band members. They kind of started getting in arguments. And then one popular theory as to why the Beatles broke up was that John Lennon got in a relationship with Yoko Ono, and she influenced him to not be a part of the Beatles anymore.
How disappointing. Have any of the Beatles done solo projects since their breakup?
Yes, well, Paul McCartney, who is still living, continues to perform original Beatles songs and his solo work. And before John Lennon died, he produced a very popular album called Imagine.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for telling us about the Beatles.